I find Leibniz of enormous interest for philosophy of religion. I think of all the great modern thinkers, perhaps indeed of all the thinkers that I know, he provides, to my mind, the most satisfying attempts and to work out ways in which the existence of God could be necessary and arguments for conceiving of the existence of God as necessary. Most interesting of all, in my opinion, is his development of what he called the argument from the reality of eternal truths, which is basically an argument in which he appeals, the force of the argument depends on the ability to offer a theological explanation, a metaphysical explanation, not a causal explanation exactly, but a theological explanation of the being, the reality of truths of logic and mathematics, basically, on the assumption, which has appealed to many, not least of all to many mathematicians, that the truths of logic and mathematics do not depend on us and would be true even if we didn't exist, even if no material objects existed, it would be true no matter what. And how could that be? Well, there are, of course, so-called Platonic theories in which these truths just exist by themselves in total abstractness. To many of us, certainly Leibniz is far from alone in this, I'm far from alone in it, many of us feel that that doesn't provide for enough reality. How then can these truths have reality no matter what? And Leibniz's answer is they can have reality no matter what as objects of God's understanding, because God being, if God necessarily exists and is necessarily omniscient, then God necessarily understands all of those truths. There's a lot more to be said about that argument, obviously, but I find that a very interesting and significant argument.